Ready? Oh yeah. Cause I be noticing that about me, about myself too. Sometimes I'll be sitting back but I be trying to see, like, I want to make sure it be looking good. I'm a little afraid for this because when I was at home, they popped out and I was like, that can't happen on camera. That can't happen on camera. It ain't that type of party. Um, Ooh, life is so real. Life is so real. Um, Welcome back to the Black Girl Experience. I'm your host, Jasmine Danielle. Life is so real because of course, I kind of had a plan in my mind about what I wanted to talk about, but the universe came through like, oh, bitch, we gonna really talk about it. Like, we gonna make some shit happen today so you can really talk about it. Like, you was just gonna come in here and play talk about it. Like, no, we're gonna make some shit happen so you can really talk about it. And like just on the way here, I was just piecing all of this stuff together, and I'm like, dog, the life is so fucking real. Life is so fucking real. So first of all, um, we were just trying to figure out what color to put behind me here. Y'all know I'm a purple girl. You know, my favorite colors are purple and black. Off top is black, and then I had added. I was so emo and just so dark. Not for real, but like I do. I just love black. Um, this is the Black Girl Experience. I love black. But at some point I'm like, I like purple. And purple is symbolic of luxury, royalty, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow. So that became the colors of the podcast, black and purple. Um, so today we looking, I'm like, what color do I want? I'm like, I don't really fuck with these colors. But I feel like purple is my color. I'm like, fuck it, let's do purple. But then I was looking at the blue and I'm like, the blue look good today. And then I also was like, nah, I'm on some throat chakra shit today. Like a lot of self-expression, just a lot of expressing myself. And again, that is one of the things that I struggle with which is crazy because I have a whole podcast and I talk my shit on here, but I do have a hard time expressing myself for whatever reason. Like that, and that's a part of my healing journey is learning how to express myself and really use my throat chakra. So, throat chakra blue. Okay, it's all about self expression today. So, today was a motherfucking day. Like, y'all know I got a little note. I got hella notes, but again, I'm probably only gonna touch on the bottom of what like just pretty much happened. And it's just so funny how it all came together. So, I don't even know where I want to start. Like, I was saying that I wanted to come on here and like, I had an idea what I was going to talk about. Oh, that's what I was saying. But the universe really made some shit happen for me to talk about. So I had put on my story today on Instagram when I was at work. I'm like, I can't wait to get off work so I can go talk my shit. I got a lot of stuff to say. I'm like, I'm going to be talking about toxic workplace. What else did I say? I said toxic workplace. Appreciating the season of life that you're in. Hold on, I'm about to go listen on the low. On the low. What else? Because I do want to just. I'm just ready to go. So, hurry up. Talk about toxic work environment. Appreciating the season of life that you're in. Hurry up. Intuition, setting boundaries, standing on business in all aspects of your life, romantic relationships, the workplace, this period. What else? Okay, and then I had also took notes and I said I know I was talking about humanity and stuff or whatever. So all of that shit is just gonna come together. But okay, so I don't know where I want to start with. Um, First of all, I knew that this episode was gonna be real as fuck when I came in here because I cried today. And I love that for me. I love that for me because you be having to let that shit out. And I didn't expect to cry today. And I actually wish I could have cried some more. I wanted to cry some more, but I'm like, my eyes gonna be puffy, my fucking I'm gonna fuck my lashes up, but at least I got some of that shit out. And I cried at work. I cried at fucking work. Oh, so that's where I was gonna go with it first before I even like to let y'all know how divine this shit is. So you know, I'll be fucking with the angel numbers and not just the 111, 222, 33. Like, whatever numbers be hitting me, I'd be like, let me look that up and see what it's about. So, which one? Did this one say something about work too? Okay, I just said that I was gonna talk about humanity too. One of the angel numbers that popped up before I got here was 40. No, where's the other one? The first one was 7421. So mind y'all, toxic workplace and all of that. So I ended up looking up 7421 before I came here. It said that this, first of all, this is a financial meaning. That's big for me. I'm always heavy on finances. 7421 is meaningful when it comes to the workplace. I'm talking about what today? Toxic workplace. I cried at work today. I can't make this shit up. It's meaningful when it comes to the workplace. Having vast knowledge is essential for success. So number 7421 advises you to try different things. That way you will gain plenty of work experience. You will learn incredible lessons and improve your skills. Having a fresh perspective can make you more innovative and creative. These traits can help you solve your problems and achieve your success. Ultimately, number 7421 tries to improve your career. What is something that I always talk about? Y'all know another one of my biggest struggles in life is work. Because I see myself having a career creatively. I see a life of an abundance for me by doing what I love and living a fulfilling life. I struggle in the workplace because I don't belong there. Baby, I could sit here and do this all day for free. But guess what? I know the money is going to come with this shit. Because, bro, you telling me the money not going to come with this? This shit is so easy to me. Look at my smile. I do not look like this at work. However, one of the best things about me at my job that my manager told me today was like, you have so much charisma. Your energy is great. Like, we love, you know what I'm saying? They need that in there. On top of the fact that your performance has to be great too. But what really does it for them, for me, is my personality. Because we deal with a lot of bullshit in there. Customer service, dealing with customers, baby. You want to deal with somebody with personality. So that's one thing. What else did let me see. The meaning of number 7421 advises you to be bold, innovative, and creative. Change can show you a new perspective and transform your life. Remember these lessons the next time you see 7421. So, and the other one was about humanity. I'll get to that in a second. But so the toxic workplace. I don't even know. So I'm getting to a point where my job is not really enjoyable. I think that one of the most important things in the workplace is that it should be enjoyable. It should be a pleasure to be here because I spend the majority of my time here. I got to see y'all motherfuckers every day. I got to show up and have a smile and give the best customer service. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how people are treating me, talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to do this shit every day, right? So it should be enjoyable. But a part of that is making sure that the morale is high in that bitch. Y'all want me to be in here slaving for you and y'all don't even make it enjoyable. It's hard to be productive when your job is not enjoyable. When it's not fulfilling. When, you know what I'm saying? Like, And of course, you got to do what you got to understand. Everybody has to work at some point in their life or whatever your plan is. Well, you know what I'm saying? Some point you got to work. But baby, when you a chosen one, that shit is so hard. It is so hard. Like, I'm so ready to be past this point in my life. I feel like I've been talking about this shit for years. It's about to be 6 years for the podcast in January. Like, this is what I'm trying to tell, like, whatever. But I just know it's all a part of the journey. So, yeah, just, just the regular stresses of a job. The fact that you're overworked and underpaid. The fact that people just don't respect you as a fucking human. Do you think I'm a fucking robot? Do you think that I don't have a family? Do you think that I don't have problems? Do you think that I don't have bills? Do you not think that I have to go take care of life outside of this bitch? Like, I don't want to be here every day at the same time. I have things that I have to take care of outside of this in my real fucking life. And y'all don't have just no consideration for that, no respect for that. And it shows in how you treat your employees. That's a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? So again, the morale is very low. Y'all don't do no fun shit in this bitch. Y'all treat me like a slave. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It really weighs on you. So when I'm not showing up and giving my best performance, it becomes a problem for you. But I have problems with this job. So today, so it's just been, a number of things getting up into this point. So, on top of that, you have the fact, I don't like that at a lot of jobs. Well, I don't know. Some of my jobs, they have actual training processes where people come out with a binder on your first day and be like, hey, this is really the process. Like, we really have a whole process. Sometimes you get to a job and it's like, okay, just watch this person for a day and this is what it is. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? You learn how to do things and, hey, this is how it is, right? There's no real training process in here. So keep that in mind as well. Then you just have the fact that it's a toxic work environment. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you work amongst a lot of older people or younger people. Like, that makes a difference. And it's so crazy because I've been on both sides of the fence where it's a toxic work environment with old people hating on you because you the youngest in that bitch. But if you in there with a whole bunch of people that are your peers or younger than you, that could be crazy too. You know what I'm saying? And then don't be the pretty, quiet, unproblematic girl at work because that's a problem too. So it's like, bro, and I hate, and when I think about this and saying it out loud, I never want to make it seem like, damn, somebody always hating on you, or it's all like, no, because I take accountability in all my situations, but you also got to understand that when you're a solid individual, like, people just hate on you, and that shit is crazy to me. So that, what else? So many things. I had a conversation after my shift today with my manager, and we did talk about my performance and all of that. And he asked me, he said, is it personal or is it the work? Is it the workplace? And I'm like, it's both. It's both. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just all of these things going on. And so he was just like, just saying like, well, it's about to be a new year, whatever, just, I guess, giving that advice or whatever. But then was just asking me like, well, what is it? I said that it was both. I addressed all of those things in the workplace, the toxic workplace, the messy people. I had to address the fact that I'm like, you have racist employees. He was like, are you serious? Dead ass. I'm like, if you don't believe me, ask the people in this bitch. Like, you have racist employees. That had to be addressed. Like, just toxic shit with them. I'm like, bro, all of this stuff. So again, it's the workplace, but also, hell yeah, I got a whole personal life in this bitch outside of it. And that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all have no regard for that. And I'm not a person that just come to work. Like, first of all, I'm not a person that's going to take work home, and I'm not going to bring whatever I got going on at home to work. But at the end of the day, like, you got to understand that that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I've said on this podcast many, many times, like, I'm a very strong person. Motherfuckers think it don't be shit wrong with me. And I be like, y'all don't even know. Like, I be going through it. And that's another thing about social media. Like, I'm not a motherfucker that pretend like it ain't shit like it ain't shit wrong with me. It ain't like, and maybe it's not. And again, I feel like, no, everybody posts their highlight reel on social media. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna be on the internet like I got X, Y, and Z going on. But a lot of people just be acting like ain't shit wrong, and that's cool. But stay over there. I got real life shit going on. I'm a real fucking person. And the only way that I can deal with that is by expressing myself, about talking about it, about letting it out. I'm a very emotional person by nature. I'm a Pisces. I don't give a, like, I know a lot of people don't believe in astrology, but even before I got deep into birth charts and all of that and all the different placements in your chart, I always knew, just me being a Pisces, I'm like, bro, like, I'm really an emotional person. Like, I feel on a very deep level. And that's a strength, but it's also a weakness, for real. Like, I'm really a fucking Pisces. I'm super dreamy, super intuitive, like a very spiritual person. I just feel very deeply, for real. Like, I'm a very passionate person. So that shit, yeah. I don't even know. I just lost my train of thought with that. But, I was saying, like, people be acting like they don't go through shit, or like, yeah, I go through shit and I be having to let that shit out. And again, I feel like the podcast is my outlet. It's like really one of my only outlets. And I think that, again, I said that I feel like a lot of people be like, it don't never be shit wrong with you. You just hold everything together. You a strong person. Like, because I hold a lot in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've always known that that's not good, but also, like, I feel like just dealing with shit and just like compartmentalizing it all and just putting it like you trying to hold it together. So yeah, like, you start to become strong, but also you have to release that stuff. So I cried today. I cried at work when I was talking to my manager, and not like a, oh my God, like not a crazy cry, but it was like one of them cries where like you put your hand over your face and like the tears is flowing down, and he was just kind of looking at me, but it was like, oh, this is a deep cry. Cause he asked me, is it personal or is it work? And I said, it's both. And that's triggering when it's like you have so much shit going on. It's like, this is all I could do. And he was like, damn. And then he asking me like, so what can I do for you? Amazing question. Great question to hear. You know what I'm saying? What can I do for you? Honestly, it ain't shit you can do for me, sir. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be like, give me some motherfucking money. Like on some city girl shit. Like, for real. That'll really help some shit. But of course I didn't say that. But other than that, like, it's not really shit that he can do for me. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate the gesture, the question, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a lot. So, and of course, niggas came up with a whole action plan about whatever with the job and all of that. But it was a very real moment for me. I was happy that I got to cry today. I was happy that I got to let that shit out, because I am dealing with a lot. I am going through, man. And that's the thing. So appreciating the season of life that you're in right now. I be thinking about this. Like the other day I was thinking about it. I was like, Jasmine, you have to learn, like, I'm trying to think, do I really think like I'm just like a super big complainer? I don't think that I am, But I do notice that every time I get to a different phase in my life, I see when I'm complaining. And I'm like, Jasmine, this is where you wanted. I remember when I prayed for days like this. I remember when I was like, I can't wait to be in Texas and like, you know what I'm saying? And every day I do wake up and I express gratitude for being here. I love being here. I'm happy being here. But it's all of the shit around me that just makes it be like, you know what I'm saying? And I really have to bring myself out of that and be like, Jasmine, you need to be looking at the good shit. Don't look at the problems, but it's hard because the problems be on your ass like some fucking panties. Like, get up. Like, the problems be crazy, but you know what I'm saying? You just really got to learn how to change your perspective. One of the most important things for me, especially during this time, so this is said to be like the seasonal depression season. A lot of people be depressed around these times, around the holidays. Money don't be right. All these fake ass pagan holidays that y'all break y'all fucking necks for. All of this shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's still just everyday life. And then the fact that the sun goes down earlier. You know what I'm saying? All of that. The weather change. Like, it gets to be a very depressive time. So, again, just lost my train of thought. I be man. So it's a crazy time. It's a really crazy time. I don't know where I was about to go with that. I was really about to hit on something with that. I don't know. But let's see, because again, I have so much stuff on here. Oh, what do you do when you're in a dark place? So, I was saying that I know that this is the time of seasonal depression, but also I have moments where I catch myself. Like, you know, you have those days where you're super high energy. You want to wake up and work out. You're feeling good. Like, some days you just wake up and be like, damn, I feel good as fuck today. But some days you wake up and you just don't be feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Some days you wake up thinking about your fucking problems. Some days you wake up like, damn, I got to do XXX. Damn, you wake up. You got this going on. You got this going on. You got attacks coming from everywhere. You got all this. You know what I'm saying? Some days you wake up like, damn, can I catch a break? On top of the fact that, again, you might have to go to a job that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is that you're dealing with, it's like you got to be able to acknowledge when you're in that dark place. And how the fuck do you get out of there? The main thing is acknowledging when you're in that dark place, because you can spiral. You can fucking spiral. You got to catch yourself. You got to catch your thoughts. You got to bring it, you got to reel it back in, my boy. Like, hey, you about to go off the deep end. Like, for real. So I noticed that. I'm like, you know, on certain days, it just be like, you're really going there. You're really in your head. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? And just depending on what you're dealing with. And that's why when he was asking me, is it work or is it really to me in my mind, it's like, I don't give a fuck about work. I care about the real shit that I got to deal with when I go home. My real life shit. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that's in my immediate fucking circle. The shit that's in my everyday life. The shit that I really have to deal with. When I go home and lay down in my bed at night, what is the last thing on my mind? Not that motherfucking job. It's about what's going on here. And that's the thing. You know, I feel like I talk about people dealing with demons internally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what a person is dealing with. What's in their mind? What's in their heart? What's in their soul? Think about all the shit that you don't, again, I said I was so happy that I cried. I was able to release. I was able to let some shit go today. Think about all of the shit that you hold inside. All of the thoughts that you hold in your mind. And baby, people be thinking some crazy stuff. But even still, it's just like all the shit on your mind. Just think about, if you think about all of your problems, that shit manifests in your physical world. If all that you're thinking about is your problems, how does that manifest in your world? If you holding on to shit in your heart, if you holding grudges in your heart, if you whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you've been through in your life that was traumatic, it's shit that's like, damn, that's on my heart. Imagine if a person got hate in their heart and they hold on to that shit inside. Again, we're not even talking about work. We're talking about, again, this is what I'm saying. Is it personal or is it work? It's both. But when you think about the shit that's going on internally, people be talking that mental health shit. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? My eyes look glossy as fuck. You could tell I was crying. My shit look glossy. So you gotta let that shit out, bro. Like, so realizing when you're in that dark space and pulling yourself out, I think for me it's just like, I don't know if y'all talk to yourselves. I talk to myself. I gotta consult the realest nigga in the room. I gotta have a one-on-one with me. If you don't talk to yourself, I think that you're crazy. You don't have conversations with yourself in the mirror. You don't be giving yourself pep talks. You don't be like, Jasmine, what's wrong with you? Like, if you don't talk to, I talk to myself for sure. So yeah, that's what happened with work, and so that angel number was very just on point for me. We all have struggles in life. We all have struggles. And I feel like if you feel like you ain't got no type of struggle, first of all, if you feel like you ain't got no type of struggle in your life, you're lying. That's number one. Number two, if you can't acknowledge the fact that you struggle with something, I don't even want to talk to you. Because we all have struggles. We're all struggling with something. So if you can't even acknowledge that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Your struggle looks different than mine, but we all have a struggle. So whatever that may be, like, I struggle with communication. I struggle with giving and receiving love. I struggle with selfishness. I struggle with I don't know, finances, with money management. Like, you struggle with something. Everybody has a struggle. I struggle with food. Let me bring this in. Let me bring this in, cuz I ain't gonna lie, I love food. Okay? I love food. But it's very important to be health conscious if you're a spiritual person, because that's the only way that you can hear God. That's the only way that you can hear the God within you, is by being health conscious. So when people be on the internet making jokes about low vibrational plates, like, that shit lowers your vibrate. That, like, you can't hear God with, you can't hear God on that. So that's something that I struggle with, but I know that everything would be so much more clearer if I really got on my shit as far as being health conscious. That's something that I struggle with. But okay. And again, that's me acknowledging it though, right? And then taking the proper steps to change that. But again, if you can't acknowledge that you struggle with something, that's a problem. So, yeah. I was very vulnerable today. I'm being very transparent on here. I think that's a very great trait to have, though, is to be vulnerable. Like, I don't like to go deep into like celebrity shit and stuff like that, but I I felt a little triggered today from my homegirl for Cardi B because I was on TikTok and I guess she had went live on Instagram and was like going the fuck off about Offset. And I love Offset. I love the Migos. I love the music. And I was thinking about this in the shower. About you. Sometimes, I don't know. I do think like, I used to think that it was hard to separate the music from a person, but it's very important. I think it's very important to do that. Like, especially with the way the celebrity world is now, like, people are separating the music from the person. But yeah, she was going off about Offset. You know, I saw something the other day that she was saying, like, they're no longer together. I'm assuming that they're just separated right now or whatever. He popped out with a new chick, whatever. But on the live, she was just going off talking about how he's made a fucking fool of her the entire time that they've been together. And she said that he was ungrateful. Like, I guess just never showed thanks for the way that she supported him and all of that. And hate to make it a bash a nigga moment, but I was thinking about this. It brought me back just as a woman. And I felt her pain, like, cause she was really going off on that video. Like, you could hear it in her voice. You could hear the pain in her voice. And I was like, niggas just don't be giving a fuck about us, bro. That shit is crazy to me. So it's like she's saying all of this, but I felt it as a woman because it's like, again, I said he popped out with some chick at some event or whatever. And it's like, she was on there saying like, he know that I'm in the house. He know I'm not doing nothing. He knows that I'm not an easy woman. You know, she gonna be at the crib with her kids, probably. You know what I'm saying? And again, being Cardi B, it's not a lot of people that she could just go out and be with. She could, but on some real shit, she's her. She's that girl. So it's not a lot of people that she could go be with. A dude is gonna run and be with a million chicks. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? None of them girls is Cardi B. And I'm bringing it back to me, like, as a woman, because you know how that shit feels to be a good woman to a man. And it's like, yeah, you could go on and, you know, whatever, go live your life. But you could be with a million women, but you're not going to find another good woman like me. No, I don't want to say that. You can, you know what I'm saying? That people could change or whatever, but you're not going to find a lot of good women is the point I'm trying to make. You know what I'm saying? So it was just fucked up because, like, and again, I hate to go into like the celebrity shit, but even like the Tiana Taylor situation and all of that, like, men really be jealous of women, and that's the only way that they could get back at you when you a good woman is to cheat on you or try to, you know what I'm saying, or degrade you or disrespect you and just do all that crazy, foul, dumb shit. Got people out here looking crazy. Like, why would you embarrass me like that, bro? Just so as a woman, I feel for my girl. Like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. And you just look at all of this shit. Well, all of these again, like all of these different situations where like the real character of people are being exposed. And at some point you got to separate the music from the person. Like, damn, you're really just a terrible person. And it ain't get that deep for him, you know, it's other celebrities too, but it's just like, that shit is very wild to me. There was another angel number, and I was talking about humanity. What else? Let's see. And that's the thing too with humanity. Let's go. Okay, let's go see what I said about that. And it's so funny. And I did. I talked to my homegirl Tammy today. Shout out to Tammy. Cause I was talking to her about that work shit on the phone, you know, cause I was like, she had texted me and I'm like, what did I say? I said, let me see what I said to her. I said I have a really bad feeling right now. Like my stomach was in knots. Like, so just that whole work situation or whatever. But hold on, let me see. So the whole humanity thing, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago or something, my friend Tammy had sent me like this little, I don't even know what to call it. Kind of like a personality test type thing for careers. And so, like, you know, she was talking about how she scored on it or whatever. And she was like, you should take it. And I'm like, so we both like, we already know what it's going to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? And ours were very similar, but I took it and it came out like, it was like 0% for anything work for real. And it was just like all creative, just all creative. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I know about myself. And it had also said something about, so it gave me like creative art type jobs, all of that type of stuff. But it had also said something about like being a humanitarian. And so again, like I really feel like my purpose here on this earth is to serve. And again, to be a light for the world and to be on some humanitarian shit, because we don't have that in the fucking world. When you look at the state of the world, this shit is going to shit. This shit is going straight to hell. And I don't want no fucking parts of it. Like, and I feel like that's why I am the way that I am. That's why I am the person that I am. Like, that's why I try to bring that goodness wherever I go. You know what I'm saying? And keep that light flowing all around the room, because that shit is not there. It's not there in the world. And that shit is scary to me. Like, this how we living? This how we living? Like, this is really how we're living. So, okay, so angel number 4210. You will live longer, okay? It looked like it. Looking younger every day. Got that Benjamin Button, period. So if you're seeing this angel number, it is a good sign. Don't worry. Angels are sending you the right message. Therefore, be kind to people. It makes them feel special and loved. Furthermore, the angels assure you that goodness travels far and wide. Also, being kind will enable you to learn to tolerate it. Number 4210 is a symbol of hard work, compassion, and joy. It relates to the act of kindness to humanity. In this case, you should do well in the community. Where I'm at, y'all, I'm in the community, okay? However, self-determination and discipline are vital in helping others. This act makes you a warm person. Let me see what else. It's saying that I have complete support and protection from my angels, my spirit guides, my ancestors, all of that. The presence of divine force indicates that you're on the right path. Therefore, it should act as inspiration and encouragement to you. Believe in your dreams and goals and you'll reap abundantly. Again, we're talking about workplace and how I struggled there. And every day that I wake up, I be like, man, how do I get closer to my dreams? How do I get closer to my goals? How do I get closer to my aspirations? How do I live a fulfilled life? How do I put fucking goodness back into humanity? Because it's not there. It's not there. The angels are speaking to you and it reveals that your project will succeed. This video gonna go crazy, okay? Period. Moreover, professionally, you will be promoted. Again, we talking about workplace. So am I gonna be promoted in the workplace or I'm gonna be promoted in my purpose? Am I gonna be promoted creatively? What did I say earlier? I could do this shit all day. I could literally stay in this bitch until 6 a.m. and like be having an amazing time. Obviously, I probably would not really talk to 6 a.m, but I'm just saying, like, I could do this shit for hours and hours and like, for real. I love this. At work, baby, mama, and that's the thing. They treat you like a slave in that bitch. You gotta stand for 8 hours. I can't take a seat for 5 seconds. There is no HR at my job. I gotta stand for 8 hours. I don't get a lunch break. My job position, we don't get a lunch break. Other departments do, but we don't. I have to stand there and eat my lunch behind the desk, and people be coming up like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. No, I'm on the clock. Let me help you. You know what I'm saying? I don't get a lunch break. They got first of all, I didn't even like this in elementary school for kids. I don't gotta raise my motherfucking hand to go to the bathroom. I don't need a pass. If I have to go to the fucking bathroom, I'm walking off this floor and I'm going to the fucking bathroom. Where they do that at? Again, we talking about humanity. No. I don't ask to go to the bathroom at work. Let's get that clear. I don't ask. I walk the fuck off. If I come back and somebody's sitting at the front desk, oh, how can I help you? You know what I'm saying? I had to go to the fucking bathroom. What else? No HR, no lunch break, the bathroom shit. And that's another thing. So with the whole yoga thing, and I didn't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I was really excited. I think, when did I bring that up? On the last episode? I don't know. But I was really excited about that. And then I was getting in my head about it but it's because I have problems with the workplace, period. So number one, again, and this is the thing. Oh, so working at the front desk too, like, again, we got very minimal employees in that position. And you need some employees there. Because guess what? A person that works at the front desk at a hotel, we can't leave until we get relieved. You can't just walk off the front desk. Somebody got to be there at all times. So again, imagine somebody being stuck in traffic or something happened with their family. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing about that is I'm considerate of others because I want people to be considerate of me. I do my best to be on time. I do my best to be early. You know what I'm saying? Because when that clock hit, motherfuckers be ready to go. I don't want to be sitting around waiting on you because you walked out the house 15 minutes late. And you know what I'm saying? Like, but first of all, I'm first shipping that bitch. So but still, it's morning traffic and whatever. But I try to be considerate of others in that situation because I want y'all to be considerate of me. I'm ready to go after dealing with the bullshit in here. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So in that position for me, if I do a yoga event in my job, I want first of all, everybody wants to participate, but can the gang participate? Can the people that work my position, can they participate? Because somebody always has to be at the front desk. They're having a holiday party. And this is the thing. This is not like a typical job. Look at my cousin. Hold on, wait. You're on live. You're on the podcast. No, I'm recording. So no, I'm gonna hit you when I'm done with this. All right, bye. What was I saying? So I want the gang to be able to participate. First of all, a lot of people, everybody wants to I don't want to say everybody, but motherfuckers want to participate in the yoga. Everybody love me in that bitch. Well, not everybody, but for the most part. Everybody love me in that bitch. So, you know, niggas want to do yoga and shit. My thing is, though, I got a whole plan for my shit. And if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right? First of all, if I'm going to do this, I got to have at least 30 minutes. I want to do a legit session. So this is not a 10-minute, 15-minute, we're going to throw this on during an employee luncheon. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real, and I want people to be able to really participate. You talking about you care about people's health and wellness. Let's really care about health and wellness. Not, oh, we're just going to do this for 5 minutes, and then we're going to go eat that pizza that we got from Domino's. no, it's gonna be a real thing. Don't mix don't trample my shit in with the employee lunch. No, this is a real health and wellness in the workplace. Okay, so that's I was feeling some type of way about that. That was number one. Number two, can the gang participate? First of all, is this going to be happening on a day where I'm working? I got to go to the bathroom. I got to put on my yoga gear. I want other people to put on their yoga. Nobody's doing yoga in fucking work clothes. So again, this has to be a set aside time. This has to be a real event. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, this is not no 5-minute thing. Like, this is for real. So that was a thing for me. And then again, you got all the toxic workplace shit going on as well. Is well as in addition to the shit going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the other shit that's going on. So yeah. So still trying to figure that thing out as well. You know, maybe we can. Again, he was talking about, oh, it's about to be a new year. Yeah, maybe we'll bring the new year in right. Maybe we're going to bring the new year in right. So all of that. And then just everything that's going on in life. So like back to it again where he was asking, was it the workplace or was it personal? There are a lot of things going on in my personal life. And that's tough because I'm a tough cookie, but I'm very tough on myself. Like, and I just want to tell y'all to be easy with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself in a positive manner. Like, you already got the whole world ready to come down on you. One of the funniest fucking videos that I be watching on TikTok, I don't even know her name. It's this girl that like she be acting like a cashier at a gas station, and it's just like a reenactment of how people talk to cashiers and shit. And she be so loud and what the fuck, and like just going off, and it just be like, this is really how people be. So that shit is funny as fuck to me. But yeah. So if you got people, you already got to deal with people in the fucking world. You got to deal with the motherfuckers trying to tear you down. Don't be on your Cardi B, Tiana Taylor, Jasmine Bradford shit where you be in relationships or in whatever. And them motherfuckers, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how you know the hate be real. Because people in the world gonna try to tear you down. When your spouse try to tear you down, that's a different type. Like, it's different. But if you know, you know. So, yeah, lost my train of thought again. But, yeah, that just threw me. Oh, I just want to show this real quick. My homegirls been on my head. Like, girl, you don't be doing the tarot cards no more. You don't be talking about astrology no more. And I had to really have a moment with myself, like, Jasmine. But again, it goes back to appreciating the season of your life that you're in. Because I am definitely an astrology girly. I'm definitely a tarot girly. Y'all know I had my phase where I was heavy on the tarot. I was pulling cards, whatever. I was heavy with the astrology shit, taking online class. Like, I took online classes for tarot and for astrology and all types of shit. And it's like that shit kind of died out. But there was a time on the podcast where I was doing that heavy and people love that, pulling for the signs and just whatever, doing shit for the collective. And that shit just kind of went ghost for a minute. So my homegirls always be like, you should pull cards, you could do this. And so, like, I left all my tarot cards. All that shit is still in Detroit. Like, again, I came here on a trial run at first just to see, and you know what I'm saying? Just to see if shit was going to work out, if opportunities was going to present themselves with the jobs and shit. And again, when I stepped off the plane, I had a fucking job. But, you know, so I didn't bring everything here. But I had to have a moment with myself, like, I think you should get back to that. I think you should tap back into the tarot, the astrology. You know, I feel like I'm kind of getting away from my intuitive side in ways. And I think that's very important because as a very spiritual person, it's very important to be in tune with your intuition. Very important. Um, and a lot of people, I feel like I get a lot of flack for, again, being an emotional person, for being an intuitive person, for, ooh, you feel like you ain't supposed to go with how you feel. You supposed to go off your logic in your brain. Like, absolutely. It's a place and time for that. But also you gotta walk through life, you know, off your intuition. Think about when you are in dire situations, like, dang, and your intuition tap in, like, dang, I feel like something about to happen, or you know what I'm saying? Those gut feelings, you have to be in tune with your intuition. So yeah, I think and y'all remember when I was the high priestess queen on Instagram? Again, seasons. Remember when I was high priestess queen? I remember when I was podcast bae. I remember when I first got on Instagram, I was mommy Sita. I don't know why the fuck, but you know what I'm saying? You go through those phases. Now I'm healing my homies. So you go through those seasons. Kat, shout out to Kat, Miss Kat. I've been seeing her on Instagram live in the mornings. She getting back on her morning routine. She said like she was in her grinding season with her job, trying to get money. She at that season. I'm like, I feel you. And she had said, we was talking about yoga, and I'm like, yeah, I remember when we was talking about like when we was on our health shit, when we was on our yoga kick tough. I'm talking doing yoga every day, sometimes multiple times a day. I was in better physical shape. You know what I'm saying? I was a little more healthier, but guess what? And I hate this word, but we both said this. I was like, that was one of the brokest times in my life. I'm not gonna lie. I was on my shit, but I didn't have a lot of money. I had lost my job. Did I look? Oh, when I was working at Yoga 6, and that location just was not doing. It just wasn't. But it wasn't doing well before I got there. And the manager had just hit me up. It was a couple days before Christmas, or it might have been the start of December. And she was like, hey, I'm shutting this bitch down. My face, I can't do this. I got to pay bills. And I'm like, oh, do you think that we don't have family? You knew this shit was going under. You should have warned people a long time ago. But anyway, so I had lost my job. And during that, I had just signed up for yoga teacher training. I was like, how the fuck am I going to pay for this? What? So, and that was a very crucial time in my life. I was working my ass off. Literally. I was working at the yoga studio that I was taking my yoga teacher training at. I wasn't seeing a penny of that money. That shit was going to the training. I was like, this is crazy as hell. But I did that shit. That's one of my greatest accomplishments to this day. And as quick as I did it, I've been doing yoga. It was a year in October of this year. It's December. I've only been doing yoga a year. I became a certified yoga teacher in February of 2023. Was that this year? Yeah, that was this year. I started in October last year. October 2022 is when I first started didn't know shit. I had did yoga a couple times. The first couple times that I had did yoga, I hated it. I was like, this is terrible. And I think it was the shape that I was in, you know what I'm saying? Just because I wasn't super active, but also yoga is a different type of beast. You know what I'm saying? Stretching your body and all that. That's not just people like to just go work out real quick. But baby, actually stretching your body and being in them poses, that shit is uncomfortable as hell. I was like, I hate this. And it wasn't hot yoga. I love fucking hot yoga. That's my shit. But okay, you can't really. Your hair got to be braided. If you're a black girl, your hair has to be braided to do yoga for real. You gonna sweat your shit. Again, if you just doing regular yoga, maybe, but I like hot yoga, so you can't really have your hair like this every day. But yeah, I hated yoga. I was like, this, I did it a couple times. I I used to hate cat cow. I used to think that was the worst. How do you do your back? Like I hated that shit. I was like, yoga is just not it. So I had did it a few times, and then I've talked about this before, on the podcast. So, but whatever, we'll tell the story again. So it wasn't really until I had that incident where I fainted twice, and I was like, bro, I gotta. I'm like, literally, I need to get balance. Not I fainted, even though that probably ain't. That's not like 100% of it, like actually being balanced, but just on some funny shit. Like I need to get balanced. I need to figure something out. But also, I felt like it was a lot of stress and anxiety in my life. I had so much going on. I'm like, let me just, I don't know, whatever. I just felt called to look into yoga. And I remember they had started building, or a yoga studio was about to open up on fucking 7 Mile in Livernois. I'm like, that's crazy as fuck. That's dope. So I remember just like looking into yoga studios and yoga teacher training and all of that. And then that's when I had got the job at Yoga 6. And I was working at the front desk, and baby, the free yoga membership. So, and I remember even then, like I had took a few of the classes, and I'm like, oh, this is, whatever. It's cool. It's cool. And then I just fell in love with that shit. And I was doing that shit every day, multiple times a day. And then I felt called to do yoga teacher training. And I'm like, bro, I'm really about to do this shit. Like, I'm about to be like, I really love that shit. And I'm like, I want to be a teacher. So again, lost the job, all of that. And again, that was like one of the, I hate that word, but you know what I'm saying? It was a very hard time in my life financially, but I was very proud of myself for accomplishing that in such short time. Again, like I said, just this past October just made it a year that I've been doing yoga. So yeah, like, and that shit really gets you together physically, mentally, spiritually. Like, it's just, I just can't even describe the release. Like, I just love going to class. I don't know. But also, there are a lot of lessons that you learn on the mat, just through body movements, and also through, if you got a dope ass, deep ass teacher talking that shit to you, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a reflection of life and having to be strong physically. You know what I'm saying? To be able to withstand those tough moments, those hard times when you want to give up, where you like, in yoga, there are a lot of times where where your body want to give out, and it's like, no, hold this pose. Hold it. That shit gets painful. But so does life. Trying to keep it together, trying to keep pushing through, you know what I'm saying? To remain standing, man, life is going to take you through some shit. Life is going to beat your ass. Life got hands. So it's a lot. And again, it's a lot physically, but it's a lot mentally as well. And that's what you got to understand about life too. Like, you literally are in this 3D reality, like going through life physically, but it's a lot on you mentally. What was I talking about earlier? Like, mental health is real. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are people asking you, are you okay? Are you asking people, are you okay? Are you being kind to others? Because again, you don't know what somebody is dealing with. You don't know what somebody is going through. You know what I'm saying? Back to humanity. And again, in the way that we're treating people. Man, look at the state of the fucking world. My homegirl Panda, okay, free Palestine. She don't fucking play. But again, shit like that, like, look how we're treating people in the world. So yeah, this shit goes beyond a fucking job to me. And again, if I have to show up to a place every fucking day and I'm not being treated right, yeah, it's a problem. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Should I get into these cards? It's real life shit over here. I also just want to say you could put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. Because you really got to live this fucking life, okay? You really got to do the work. You really got to heal. You really got to be about the shit that you say you're about. You can see through it when people not doing the work. You can see through it when people be lying. Like, it's going to show what type of person you really are, period. Move like your blessing is around the corner. I had to do that at work for real one day. That was one of my high energy days. I was listening to my morning affirmations and all that stuff. And I was like, Jasmine, going to work today and move like your blessing is around the corner. And I remember that day I got into work and I was about to go clock in. I was going down the steps and I turned the corner. I'm like, bitch, you got to move like the blessing is around the corner. So I was acting shocked and shit. Like, I literally had to do that in my mind. But for real, like, and then I had to ask myself, so how would I move if I was moving like my blessing was around the corner? Initially, you're going to be kind of anxious, kind of scared. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's around the corner, that bitch going to pop out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but how would you move if you knew that it was around the corner? I wouldn't be worried about my problems. I wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be in that negative energy. I wouldn't be in that low vibrating energy. I'm going to be happy as fuck. I got it in the bag. I already know what's coming. It's around the corner. As soon as I turn this corner, boop, my blessing, my abundance, my prosperity, you know what I'm saying? My success, my happiness, my peace, my beautiful life, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to move in that energy. You have to move in that energy, and the energy has to be real. The energy has to be real. With the people around me, the energy has to be real. And that's what's really fucked up about being a very intuitive person, like on some real shit. When you know the energy not right and motherfuckers will still sit there and smile in your face, and it's like, bro, you're fucking fraud. When you can feel the energy, when you can feel the tension, when you can feel this is me looking at a person that, like, bro, you in here lying to my face. You looking me dead in my eye. You're keyking with me. You're saying all of the things, but the energy is real. I can feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the energy gotta be real. I said that detaching and separating is where you gain clarity, and it gives you the time to really self-reflect and grow. I really recognized my growth within these past couple months, and I love the clarity that I have received. With a lot of things, but with so many things, I do a lot of self-reflection, but I love the clarity that I get when I really just look at my life and all of my experiences and the shit that I'm going through. I've had a couple encounters with someone, and I was able to see, like, the clarity of myself again. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm detached or separated from a situation, I'm able to see clearly now. Remember when I said, like, from the outside looking in, when you in a situation, you can't really see what's happening. Now that I'm detached and separated, I can really see clearly now. I have clarity in my mind. I can see things clearly. And it's always great. First of all, I'm a person that always takes the high road. I always have been. And that sucks to always be the person that has to take the high road, but it's whatever. It's like that's why like I'm always just gonna be blessed. And when my big blessing come through, it's gonna be like, again, it's gonna be like bam. Because I always took the high road. So my shit gonna be, you know, my cup gonna be runneth over. Like when people see me blessed, it's gonna be like, oh my God, like you gonna be able to see it. And it's just like a part of that is because I always took the high road. I was always a good person. But anyway, yeah, I always take the high road. So again, I feel like I'm a person that takes accountability. You can't force that on people. You know what I'm saying? People got their own path and their own life to live and their own shit to figure out. When I reincarnate, I'm hoping I'm gonna be up to the next level. You know, I hope I'm not dealing with no bullshit. But again, I think because I take a lot of accountability and I do a lot of self-reflection, I think I'm gonna be good. But to see a person not grow, to see a person not take accountability, to see a person not self-reflect at all is a very sad sight to see. I feel like a lot of people be adult toddlers, and you could see how people's growth is stunted emotionally and mentally. And it's just like I said, it's just a sad sight to see. But again, I am just glad that I have a sense of clarity. And again, not just about other people, but I have a sense of clarity about my growth and what my issues were in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I'm working on myself. That's why I'm working on myself to only accept the best going forward. Only accepting the best. There are times like a couple of days ago, I was like, that would not be the best, Jasmine. That would not be the best. So, I just had to tell myself that. But, you got to acknowledge those things. So, it's the clarity for me. Okay, let's get to these cards. I don't even know what's about to happen with this. I told y'all I was on an astrology and tarot hiatus. So I have no idea what is about to happen. I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know what's about to happen. But I'll pull, you know what? And I know y'all gonna be like, oh my God, pull some. I know y'all would just die if I pulled something for every sign. Oh, that was another thing. So, man, we're coming to a close of 2023. The end of the year is coming. It's about to be 2024. That is so crazy to me. I will be 34 next year, March 3rd. That's a very odd age. Like, I feel like, it's not like a milestone birthday. So 34, I have to think of like a theme or a vibe for 34. But 2024 is crazy to me. Like, did you ever think that you would be here? I don't know. Like, when I think back to young Jasmine, I don't even know what I would have seen for myself at 34 for real. Like if I went back to Jasmine at 13 right now and was like, where do you think you would be at 34? I wonder what I would have said. It wouldn't have been this for sure. It would not have been this. I could not have seen this coming. But as a 34-year-old woman, I look back at 13-year-old Jasmine. Do you know how you got here? And look at the road that it took to get here. I'm looking at myself on the screen right now because to me, I look the same. Like I said, I feel like I still look very young. I feel like I look very youthful. I feel like I look very radiant and vibrant. I love my energy. I've always been this person. This personality, this is again, what did I say? What did my manager say about me? He said that he loved my energy and my charisma. Like I've literally always been this person. So I'm proud of me for that. I have been through a lot like in my life I say 13 because I feel like 13 was a very monumental point in my life. If y'all listen to the podcast over the years, y'all know I talk about this all the time about like where I came from and like what it was like for me growing up. Like 13 is a very significant point in my life because I was grown at 13. I'm not gonna lie. I had a very, very mannish boyfriend. He was the same age as me, but he was just super experienced, super mannish. And so that's when life started for me for real. At 13, I started smoking weed at 13. Not that like the first time I ever smoked weed, I didn't enjoy it. I was tweaking for real. But I did start smoking at 13. Like, you know what I'm saying? 13 was just like, that was it for me. That's when life changed. And that's also crazy to me because my son is 12. But it's so crazy because my son is on a whole different wavelength than me. Like, I can't see my son being on the shit that I was on at 13. My son is so different. And not to say like I was bad. Like, I don't think that I was a bad kid. But I mean, the environment that I was in, the kids that I went to school with, like, that's just what we was on. I can't really say what the kids are doing at a school. I don't know what kids are really doing for real, but I have a very good child. And the world has not gotten to him yet. Knock on wood. I don't want the world to get to him, but the reality of it all is that the world is going to get to him at some point. You know what I'm saying? But for right now, he's still in a very good space. He's still a child. I love that for him. But back to me, kid. So 13-year-old me, like I said, 13 was grown. Like I said, I experienced a lot. I had a conversation with my homegirl Cherish the other day. I was just checking in on her and she was talking about her daughter. I want to say her daughter is 13. So she's at that age and it's like, as a parent, you could do the best that you can do is all that you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, a kid is going to be a kid. A child is going to be a child. A child is going to do childish things. You know what I'm saying? And when you start to come of age, you're just going to do things. You know what I'm saying? So you can never be down on yourself as a parent for a kid being a kid. But like I said, for me, and even for my homegirl, like, I feel like we are some of the best mothers that I fucking know. So it's like, however our kids turn out, like, and I don't think that our kids are going to be bad or nothing like that, but it's just like, we did a really good job. We are doing a very good job. So I'm proud of that. Young Jasmine went through a lot. And as a Black girl, as a Black woman, like right now I'm only a mother of one. I have a son. I really do want to have a daughter. And if I ever do have a daughter, I am going to be the person that I needed as a young girl. You know what I'm saying? Um, you can't speak to everybody else's parenting. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to be able, and it's different. You know what I'm saying? With a son, it's different. Of course, my son is a mama's boy and all of that, but it's gonna be different with a girl because just the mother daughter thing. You know what I'm saying? And with me, I didn't really have like a very close relationship with my mom growing up. You know what I'm saying? That relationship was it was a very unique relationship. It was a very unique experience. My mother daughter experience is very different. Um, so I want my experience with my daughter, if I ever had one, I want it to be different. And I want it to be a very good one. But it's just important to be, that good influence over your child's life and to be the person that I want to be the person that I needed for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because when I tell y'all, women and girls go through a lot. And not to say that men don't, but this ain't for, you know what I'm saying? That's y'all podcast. I don't know. But women and girls, we go through so much, and it's like, but that's why I love myself though, because of my strength. You know what I'm saying? That's the masculine energy, my strength, but also that divine feminine energy, you know what I'm saying? That nurturing spirit, that loving spirit, that creative spirit, that sensual spirit, that sexual spirit, like that grace, that eloquence, that all of that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that to be a fucking black girl, to be a woman. So let's see. I'm just gonna pull some cards for the collective. Spirit, what are the vibes? What are the vibes? What are the vibes? Hold on, let me. I want to be able to. Whatever, I'll take it. These fell out first. Queen of Wands, Two of Pentacles fell out first. Okay. First of all, it's giving confidence, it's giving passion, it's giving creative energy, and trying to find your balance with that. What do you need to take action on in your life? Creatively, passionately. The Page of Wands, okay, it's giving new opportunities, new creative opportunities. And you gonna be on fire with it. You gonna be on fire with it. You gonna be on fire with it. Let's see. 8 of Cups. Again, we're talking about juggling something. We're talking about trying to make a decision about something. Making a decision about a creative opportunity that's going to be coming in, or some type of message, an idea on something to do. When one door opens, another door closes. So you have to walk away from something. I was talking about detaching and separating from, a situation. In life, you have to, like I just said, when one door opens, another closes. So in life, we have to walk away from a lot of things. We have to walk away from things that we were once emotionally attached to. We have to walk away from We gotta walk away from those things that got a, because usually those things have a hold on you. King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. It's given walk away from whatever is in the past. And look, coming in fast on that new shit. Talk your shit. It's given talk your shit about what you want to manifest in your life. Talk your shit about what you want to manifest in your life. King of Pentacles energy is somebody that is super grounded. This is okay. That's the big dog. That's the big boss. Sitting on the bag, sitting on the throne. Secure the bag. This gives secure the bag alert. Okay. King of Pentacles is secure the bag alert. Ooh, I didn't talk about my legal battles. I'm also going through a legal battle. That's Knight of Swords energy. But that's another thing too. That's another thing too. But yeah, you have to manifest whatever it is that you want for yourself. Step into your creative bag. I feel like with the way that the world is moving, society is moving, social media is moving, especially like if you a social media influencer or you in that bag, like, baby, the coins is there. The coins is there. This also makes me think about the people around me that I'm around creative energy all the fucking time. I have a lot of creative friends. Baby, creativity is key. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'll keep it, but I don't really fuck with reversals, but I keep it because I'll keep it in the reverse. Hold on. Hold on. Because why? It's giving. Hold on. I want to clarify. To me, this is saying that whatever situation you got going on is not a divine connection. The Lovers in reverse is not a divine connection. That's what it's giving. You also got the Six of Cups, the Emperor, and the Wheel of Fortune. Again, because we had the Eight of Cups too, and I said the Lovers in reverse is not a divine connection. Walk away from, and it doesn't have to just be a romantic relationship, but walk away from anything. Of course, everybody loves to say that's no longer serving you, but walk away from anything that is not divine. Walk away from anything that is not aligned with you, your goals, your purpose, whatever. Like anything that is unsettling in your spirit, anything that you are unsure of, anything that is like a hesitation to in your life, any relationship, but especially the lovers. Like, because again, we was talking about Cardi B, Tiana Taylor, all like those relationships are some of the most important relationships in your life. Those relationships can make or break you. So anything that's not divine, anything that's not aligned, walk away from that or remove it from your energy. Because there are stable connections in your life. Wheel of Fortune meaning good fortune is coming. You know what I'm saying? As the tables turn, Wheel of Fortune giving is short time. So you're going to come into stable connections. You're going to come into relationships where there's an equal give and take, where there is generosity, where there is like where you're getting, where your energy is being reciprocated. It's also giving daddy energy. Ladies, it's giving daddy energy. It's giving big dog energy. It's giving king energy. It's giving emperor energy. Okay. And that's what you need in a connection. Okay. I don't need stingy. I don't need a stingy nigga. Period. And also it's like when I talk about situations aligning in your life, that when I talk about situations aligning in your life, go where shit feels good, go where shit flows, go where the energy is reciprocated, go where you get back what you give. Wheel of Fortune is good karma energy. Queen of Cups. Go where your heart is. Go where your heart is. And again, I said, what did I say earlier when I first got on here? I said, I'm a Pisces. I said that I'm emotional by nature. I'm really tapped into my spirituality and my intuition. I'm going to always go with my heart, baby. And I ain't gonna lie, I always talk about that too on the podcast. Like that one little picture on Instagram. It's a picture of like the heart and he walking out the door on the crutches and the brain is like, don't go back out there again. Like that's me every time. I'm still gonna go back out there. What's the Drake song? I still got some love deep inside of me. Please drag it out. I still got love inside of me. So go where your heart is. Go where the passion is. Why should you go there? Because that's where the money is. That's where the money is. That's where the 9 of Pentacles is. That is giving secure the bag alert. Also the Hermit card. So earlier I talked a lot about self-reflection, right? The Hermit card is self-reflection. It's retreating. It's going deep within. Earlier when I was talking about what do I struggle with, and I was talking about food and stuff like that. So it's very important to be health conscious because that's the only way that you can hear God. The Hermit card is going inside, listening to the voice within, listening to the God within, so you can receive those answers. And I am a motherfucking hermit. I don't be out in these streets either. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I told y'all, chaos is not quiet. I need peace. I need to be able to get my answers. We need clarification on the devil and the who the fuck energy is this? Who the fuck energy is this? And that's why. Just how I just used the food as an example, but I'm just saying. So the Hermit card is that retreat energy going within. It's that inner guide energy, right? The devil and the 9 of Swords. When you are attached to negativity, whether that be lower vibrational plates at the table, whether that be sex, drugs, alcohol, toxic relationships, bad friends, bad boyfriends, bad girlfriends, situations and people that want to keep you bonded together on bullshit, on toxic negativity, on all of that type of shit. This is the energy that you're going to be in. Up at night, mental anguish, mental anxiety, can't fucking sleep. What did I say earlier when I first got on here? The swords are also symbolic of communication. I said that this was going to be the throat chakra episode. The color is blue. Self-expression is very important. But yeah, you can't be in your hermit energy. You can't hear God. You don't know what type of decision to make when you're in this energy. So you have to get clear. What was I talking about earlier? I feel like I have clarity now. And not that I'm trying to make this about me, but I'm just trying to get y'all to understand where I'm going with this. So, boom, I'll do that. I also was gonna say, I was thinking about doing a I guess just a overview or a recap of my 2023, but I don't even feel like I gotta do that because I did that on my first video back on YouTube. I talked about the last 8 months of my life and whatever. So I kind of filled y'all in on what I did all year. So I don't really think that. I mean, y'all know that I'm here now. I'm gonna always be here. Okay? That's what you gotta know. So whatever monkey wrenches that the universe throws into plans, whatever obstacles step in my way, whatever, all of that bullshit, I'm still here. I am still here. I am still here. Period. So yeah, today was a very good day. Today was an interesting day. Like I said, I'm glad that I cried. I'm glad that I had that moment. I told y'all after all of that happened, I knew this was gonna be a real ass episode when I came in here today. That's what the fuck it is. Let me see. I really got 4 more minutes. A girl can talk for 2 hours. Well, it wasn't 2 hours. Because again, the traffic, and I think what else held me up again, that happened the last time. I got held back at work too. But again, it always works together for the greater good. So is there anything that I want to leave you guys with? Let me see. Anything? Let's go back on here. No. Leave them with something off the top of the dome, Jasmine. Okay. What can I say? Until about 2024. It's about to be a new year. What is my goal for the new year? My goal is to step into my true self. My goal is to step into the highest version of myself. And I say that, and I truly, honestly want to do it from the bottom of my heart. And I am going to do that. However, I know that there's still a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? We are all works in progress. It's not an overnight thing. Again, I do a lot of self-reflection. So just even on a daily, I just look at myself. I'll be really hard on myself about just everyday life. Like, Jasmine, you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. And it's like, I have to catch myself in those moments. You're doing a lot, baby girl. You're doing a lot. You're doing good. You're doing great. You're doing fan-fucking-tastic, Jasmine. And that must be the 13-year-old me saying that. And that's the thing. 13-year-old Jasmine would love me. She would be like, oh my God, like she's so dope. Like I want to hang with her. Like that's my big sister. Like that's how I know. That's how I know. Like that's how I know. So I'm doing fan fucking tastic. Life is gonna happen. The problems are gonna be there. All of that shit. But I am very proud of myself. I'm proud of my growth spiritually, mentally, emotionally, as a woman, as a mother, just as a dope ass individual. So like I am very proud of myself. Like I'm proud of myself. Like no, for real though. Like I'm that girl, period. Okay. So yeah. But that's it. That's all that I have for y'all. I hope that y'all really enjoyed this episode. Let's look at the stats. Let's look at the really quick. See how we're doing in life. What do the likes say? What do the views say? That stuff means nothing, guys, but we're gonna check it out anyway. So that first video, we're now at 340 views. That second video is at 306 views. Where's the third video gonna be at? Until next time on Dragon Ball Z, we're out.